What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And guys, on today's video I will show you people who intentionally or unintentionally are mistaken in their vision of this situation. And I will prove my words with some documents that you can also find in the internet. And you will see that I'm 100% right in my point of view. On top of that, I will show you some updates from the litigation path to the resolution. And I have to admit that we have some interesting details about that. And before we dive deep into all of these, guys, if you want to know more about technical analysis, if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Patreon account. And guys, this is the post that I wrote on January the 30th. It is a public post that you can find on my Patreon. It is pretty much all trade alerts that I made from December the 1st to January the 30th. These are the results of these alerts. You can see that all of the trades were in profit except this one on December 19th. TRWV hit a stop loss order and we've lost about 1.33% on it on this trade, but all other trades are in green. That is why you can use these trades in your personal trades as a part of your due diligence. So guys, you've seen many of my trade calls, all delivering strong returns in just hours. Now it's your turn to trade smarter. Join my Safe Haven Patreon tier, built for traders who want consistency, structure and real results. You will get a detailed plan to protect your portfolio, monthly one-on-one Zoom sessions with me and private Discord access with all trade alerts, lessons and exclusive updates. And here is the best part. If you don't earn more than your subscription price within 30 days, you will receive a full refund, no question asked, as long as your trading account balance is at least $2,500 and you've taken all the recommended trades during the period. No excuses, no fine print. You profit or you don't pay. Join today and let's start building your edge in the market. So guys, and let me show you this tweet that was written by Zing just a couple of days ago, and he wrote, MMTLP, facts don't lie. Based on the publicly available information, MMTLP doesn't resemble a classic pump and dump. Those typically involve insiders promoting a stock and selling into the hype. There is no clear public evidence executives tied to metamaterials or the spin-off NextBridge Hydrocarbons dumped large shares during the price spike. What it does resemble is a market structure and regulatory failure. A tradable OTC security was allowed to trade right up to corporate action, converting it into private shares not eligible for settlement through the system run by the Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation. That settlement risk ultimately led FINRA to halt trading. From a structural standpoint, this looks far more like a failure of market mechanics and regulatory handling than a traditional pump and dump. Guys, I have to admit that it is quite common opinion in the part of MMTLP community who are pursuing the so-called non-litigational path to the resolution. And to be honest, all these people are mistaken in their opinion. Let me remind you that, the MMTLP shares, let me show you that it was a huge spike in its price that was made artificially. And guys, somewhere at this point, wait a second, somewhere at this point, we don't know exact level, but two main insiders, Greg McCabe, and he is, by the way, the biggest MMTLP shareholder, and John Burda, the former CEO of Torchlight Energy, sold some of their shares and quite substantial amount of shares. And I have to admit that it is a pure evidence of the pump and dump scheme. On top of that, guys, let me show you this. Ocelot, and I covered his opinion basically in my previous video, where he made very clear statement about the lie of John Burda. And he added this: I made a mistake here. I was doing math from June of 2022, when the merger was actually summer of 2021. So even if the stock was restricted at issuance, assuming there was a 6-month lockup, it would be possible to comply with the 6-month holding period. And he refers to his tweet that he wrote on March the 9th. He wrote, Burda in here saying that the Series A should have had restricted legend. The funniest part about this is, if true, this means that he knowingly sold shares of what he believed to be restricted stock without complying with the 144 safe harbor. Oof. And guys, John Burda, we know that he lied several times to MMTLP shareholders. First of all, he lied back in 2022, right before the U3 halt. He lied it somewhere at the same exact point that he didn't sell any of his shares. And at the same time, guys, he sold a substantial part of his shares. On top of that, let me show you this. Sam IM wrote this, and she refers to her own tweet that she wrote back in December of 2025. Let me show you this in details. She wrote, yes, he did. And by the way, this is the answer to N. Vanderstiel, and N. Vanderstiel wrote this. MMTLP stock was MMTLP, the stock that was never supposed to trade. Regulators chose brokers over investors. And first of all, Sam wrote this. If it was never supposed to trade, why did John Burda say they took steps allowing it to trade and then go on X, tell people how to buy it from Fidelity? He went on a space and he said he wasn't selling, but later admitted he did. All receipts here. And here's very interesting audio. Probably you've never heard about it, but it is the pure evidence that John Burda knew about the issue and potentially he made it intentional. Let me show you, let me play these recordings for you.
There were some mistakes made in that deal, unbeknownst to anybody, quite frankly, that allowed them to trade it. And,
But to be fair, I mean, that had never, ever happened before, right?
No, it's two market makers got together on the gray sheets. And the only reason they were allowed to do it is because of one word that was in the preferred, and it said transferable.
Oh, wow.
That was it. So, and I also had a QSIP number, and we also used DTC to distribute it.
So guys, let me show you another, the second screenshot. You can see that John Burda on October 11th of 2022 wrote this. This just in, expect some volatility this morning, another 550,000 shares borrowed. Soon there will be none left. And the stalker asked him, where can I buy more? Fidelity cut me off. And John Burda responded, with Fidelity you have to phone it into the fixed income desk. You can sell online, but only buy via a phone call, last I heard. So he promoted the way how people could buy MMTLP shares from Fidelity. Let me show you another, let me play you another audio.
There you go. So I'm surprised nobody asked me about MMTLP through this whole conversation.
Well, we didn't know if we could.
We didn't want to put you in that situation.
No, I've
been waiting for you to bring it up.
No, I appreciate that.
We're dancing. We dance around it in our minds. We hope that you actually bring it up. But just because you just brought it up, you should get off now.
Yes, that's probably true.
Ken, are you listening? Is Ken listening?
No, I don't know if he is or not, but I am. I'm not going to comment on it. I'm hopefully we'll get this thing turned around here shortly and be on our way. So we'll see what happens. I do enjoy the price movement, though. It's pretty interesting.
Can I ask you one brief question then, since you brought it up, John?
Sure.
Are you confident?
I haven't sold a share.
There we go. That's all I need to hear.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
John, we appreciate you.
All right. Enjoy the evening.
Thank you.
So guys, as you can see, this is the clear statement from John Burda where he lied to MMTLP shareholders and he told that he didn't sell any shares. And at that very moment, he sold part of his shares. Let me show you another.
Of the 2.2 million shares I had remaining
from the Torchlight days. I sold approximately 300,000.
So, and here you can see that in 2023, in March of 2023, he admitted that he sold these shares. Next one, let me show you further. Wait a second, I need to switch to another post. Sam also wrote this in response to Johnny Calderbrew. Johnny asked, when you have to twist and lie, your whole opinion gets tanked. He clearly didn't say they took steps to make it trade, other than them, the two market makers. And Sam responded, yes, he did. There was mistakes made in that deal by the company OBS. They made the deal. That allowed them to trade. How do you think the word transferable got there? And if he was concerned about it, trading, he had a real weird way of showing it. He appeared to it. And here's another set of tweets that are very interesting to see. John Burda wrote this in December of 2021. Interesting comments. At this point, the situation is binary. The folks who stated to trade MMTLP gave everyone an exit ramp if you choose. If not, you can hold and see what transpires over the coming weeks. Either way, you, the holder, are in control. And he also added this. And I cannot comment further until all the information is public. On top of that, here's the tweet from December the 7th. I expect tremendous volume and volatility for the next 4 days in MMTLP. Enjoy the ride and make your own decisions. Do what is best for you and the stock you own. We have all been waiting a long time to figure this out. Could this be? And this some kind of rhetoric question. And he also added this on December the 6th. On a plane for the last couple of hours, seeing all the tweets and thinking about them. I am genuinely happy for each and every one of you for coming together for the betterment of all. It was exciting to be a part of. So guys, he was definitely involved in this scheme, and well, Sam also added this. In fact, according to Gray Market, who worked closely with John Burda on Noble list, contains investors' private info, Gray had an open channel to John Burda. Gray, also known as Sam S1OMG, says, John engineered the whole damn thing. I don't need to twist anything. It's their own words. And definitely, guys, if you take a look at these screenshots, it is their own words. John's reason for holding are the same as ours. He's helped engineered this play that you are part of. He knows far more than you, which is exactly why he's holding. In addition to that, there were no rumors as such as I saw yesterday. Have a good and green day. Next tweet from G34. Here's an offer. If you're interested, let's discuss it moving forward because it would be to be done fairly. I have an open channel to John Burda through DMs. Nothing shady. I was just helping him with Noble. Is that correct? Noble lists of shareholders and EU data protection through EU brokerages, etc. Is there any specific question that you would like to ask him? I would be prepared to put it forward to him once all parties agreed it was a fair and intelligent question. Obviously, I don't want to overstep the mark on his privacy, etc. The next tweet, you can see that again S1 wrote, I was assisting John Burda with European Noble list holders information. You can ask him directly, he will concur. So, guys, you see that John Burda knew all the details about the things that were going at that period. He knew about the mistake that the board of directors made intentionally or unintentionally. But if this mistake was made unintentionally, it is very convenient for them that it is some kind of exit ramp. First of all, for the board of directors itself, for Greg McCabe and for John Burda, where they sold their shares. On top of that, guys, let me show you another tweet from Sam. She wrote 14 hours ago, Junk Savvy gone, Curtis gone, Busted Busy Brands gone, Drew gone, George Burda, McCabe George Palikir's groveling in spaces on fake radio, or never bothered to show up. Congress is gone, MMTLP gone, only shields remain, easy to stay when you are always right. And on top of that, guys, all assets are gone, and well, I have to admit that we don't have any actions from the board of directors to help MMTLP community. And even, let me show you, even Ann Vanderstiel, I previously stated that he will help us, he will help the MMTLP community. He switched her focus to another issues that are not related to MMTLP story. Unfortunately, it is quite obvious to see that some people wanted to help, but they didn't. Eventually, they don't have any chances to do so. And let me show you the real people who are trying to help you. First of all, we have, let me remind you that we have several lawsuits that are active right now. And we have several updates. In Oxer versus Securities and Exchange Commission, we have an update that was made just 3 days ago. Next one, Roller versus Securities and Exchange Commission. And to be honest, I believe that, well, it is a motion to dismiss with prejudice, and I believe that this case is over, but not other cases. Let me show you that Spears, in the case of Spears versus Securities and Exchange Commission, we have notice of appeal, and notice of appeal, you can see that she filed, I mean, Daniel Spears filed it and paid $600 out of her pocket. And yes, this case is active. And let me show you the tweet from Daniel Spears herself. She wrote in response to her recent updates, $605 appellate fee paid. Frankly, I like my odds. My filings have come a long way, and my third amended complaint is clear, concise, and exhibits heavy. Current defendants, FINRA, SEC, McCabe, and Burda. I released NBH. Let's talk Jane and John Doe's. John Doe 1 to 20 and Jane Doe 1 to 20. Collectively, the Doe defendants are individuals who acted directly or indirectly in coordination with corporate officers, directors, consultants, or affiliated persons to promote, encourage, or reinforce the public narrative concerning MMTLP, the next bridge hydrocarbon spin-off, and the anticipated market consequences of the corporate action. Certain DOE defendants also acted as intermediaries, proxies, or public promoters, those communications, repeated or amplified statements originating from corporate insiders. Plaintiff will amend this complaint to substitute the true names of these defendants when their identities and specific roles become known through investigation or discovery. Plaintiff specifically alleges that certain DOE defendants held executive, managerial, advisory, promotional, or intermediary roles within entities or communications networks involved in the Torchlight metamaterials transactions and Next Bridge hydrocarbon spin-off. Let's talk discovery. Prayer for relief 399. Permit limited discovery narrowly tailored to the issues presented in this action, including documents reflecting the regulatory basis asserted by FINRA for inserting the December 13, 2022, so-called deleted language into the issuer submitted corporate action notice without issuing a deficiency determination under Rule 6419. Documents reflecting the regulatory basis for predetermining the termination of a trading halt by deletion of the trading symbol prior to the issuer's legally effective share cancellation under Rule 6440, and communications between FINRA and Securities and Exchange Commission concerning the MMTLP corporate action and trading halt. I will take this case all the way to Scotches if I have to, because I will never quit. So guys, definitely this type of people who filed their lawsuits from their own name and who paid for these lawsuits out of their own pocket, I believe that they are great people of MMTLP community, because one way or another they are working hard to help MMTLP community to resolve this problem. And it doesn't matter to be honest, it doesn't matter what is their position, because in their cases we might see some clear evidence of the wrongdoing of certain people. That is why, as you can see, it is not only FINRA and SEC defendants in this case, but Greg McCabe and John Burda are the defendants in this case as well. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.